Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the Hammer. I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you have an abundance of cows. I don't. I currently have 2. Oh, okay. We got visitors. I have 2 cows. Eventually that's going to become 3, and then 4, and then I'm going to have so many cows. I put together this little cow pen because I need the basics. I need leather, I need sugarcane, I need to make some enchanting stuff. Some basic tools. And that's because in the last episode we started on this big sawmill over here, which is really cool. It's going to be great, but I didn't finish it. And then after the episode was done, I was sort of thinking about it, and I realized how much more like planning and work was actually needed to get it to completion. And it was a lot. And it really came back to like just the most basic things, like my tools are all breaking, and I have no way to enchant them. And so I'm just kind of going back to square one. This is all kind of planned. I think I've figured it out. It's gonna be crazy. In my head, I had this amazing plan. It was the most masterful plan. You guys should have seen it. But sadly, what works in your head doesn't always work in reality. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I said, I hopped in my creative world, cooked up some crazy stuff. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna get it done today. We'll go in a plan. But yeah, I just need to go back to basics, get my tools fixed, get some supplies going, and then yeah, let's create an epic wood farm. It's gonna be so cool. I finally have enough stuff to go ahead and make this whole enchanting setup. I'm probably just going to stick it randomly somewhere. I want to add one last cart. I think it'll be the last one, like an alchemist. I don't have enough bookshelves to make the full level 31, but it doesn't matter. I don't even have 30 levels to use anyway, so that should be good. I made a new pickaxe. Oh, all right. Just out of curiosity, I have this map. This is my mini map that takes up my full screen, so not that many. This looks really cool. I haven't actually looked at this for a while. I need to finish the roof. It's embarrassing. Real maps, Minecraft maps. I've never actually opened one of these in Conquest, and I was curious to see if it looks any different, and it looks exactly the same. It looks cool on my hand though. That looks, okay. I'm never going to use this again. All right, let's start making some actual progress now. So one of the main reasons why I struggled to get this thing going was the power. So we've got a couple different power options. We're using the create mod. So we've got this windmill. We've got a water well over there. That was kind of like the very basic sort of start of using the create mod. We leveled up to this. I didn't really want to build another windmill. And so I was looking through the different options, and we have something called a furnace engine, which is so cool. Like, look at this thing. It's powered by a furnace, so I can put logs in there, which I'm already cutting down. So it's kind of like a self-fueling thing. It makes charcoal as well, which I can feed back into itself, and it puts out a ton of power. So that is what we're going to be going with. But to get that made, I need to make some mechanical crafters. There's a few little things that I need to get before I can sort of make the mechanical crafters, but I have most of the stuff. So I'm going to get that all going, and then we can finally make the furnace engine and then get this whole operation going. So this next part wasn't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. Either that or, I don't know, maybe my brain's not working today. But essentially, if you haven't played Create before, the mechanical crafters are kind of like an automated crafting system. So you can kind of make a visual crafting table, put items in, and it crafts it automatically. It's really cool. The other thing that it does is it lets you craft recipes with kind of strange shapes. And I was trying to craft a strange shape, but I didn't realize that. And essentially for the furnace engine, it requires kind of another mechanical crafter off to the side. And once I figured that out, it was okay. I got it going. And so eventually I pulled it together and I got the furnace engine made. But it's just funny how these things go. When a game, you know, doesn't hold your hand the whole way through, you kind of have to innovate and try different things. And it's just, I don't know, it's funny watching this back and seeing the things that I tried, thinking that they would make sense, but ultimately didn't. But, you know, it's all part of the learning experience. Oh my gosh, no, not the horse. I gotta get the horse out of there. We go. Come on. I don't think we lost any cows. Somehow. Okay, we're back and I have been crafting like crazy. I have almost completely emptied out all of the stock that I had inside the Create Mod wagon. That's led me to believe and to realize, I realize and believe that I need some farms. I need a better way to get andesite. Kelp, that's gone. I keep forgetting the recipes, so I think auto crafting would be quite nice and faster smelting. I'm learning, guys, okay? And this is good. I'm actually really grateful for this thing as well. It's got so many helpful little tools in there. But anyway, let's take everything that we have so far and head over. I've planted some trees. Got some spruce trees here. Some acacia trees, as you can see. Yep. Some birch trees even. And right at the end, we got some oak. But we don't have many oak trees at the end. So now let's see if I can remember how this is supposed to go. So we're probably going to have to get rid of that. Just so I can figure out how this is all going to work. I need to get rid of this water. It's probably smartest that I like break out a whole bunch of the floor. Okay, here we go. The plan is afoot. I've got my furnace down. I got my furnace engine on. And then I'm going to put my flywheel there. There it is. Big advancement. This is the foundation of the power for this whole area. That's going to go up there. And then I have a brass funnel. I'm going to put that on top. Eventually, once we get the logs coming in from the farm out there, a couple of them are going to get filtered out this way. They're going to feed into the furnace, and it's going to power the flywheel. And then this is going to power the entire factory. So if I just grab some of that. Okay, the plan is slightly more afoot than it was before, but I just had to take a break to get a little bit of stuff placed down because it's complicated, and I can't remember how I came up with this design. So I need to check everything's going the right direction. That needs to change direction. That's going the right way. All right, so I'm realizing that I'm explaining block placing, which is something that I've told myself that I'd stop doing because it's not very interesting. And the thing that is interesting is actually the why. So, because that's the stuff that you replicate. No one's going to build this exact thing the way I'm building it, but the theory of why it goes the way it does is maybe the thing that's interesting. I'm pretty inexperienced when it comes to designing large farms or systems, and I don't know about you, but for me, it can be kind of daunting just even thinking about starting these things. But one thing that has made it much easier for me is rather than thinking about it as one giant machine, thinking about it as one giant machine that is made up of a lot of small parts, a lot of modules. I'm trying to grow trees, so obviously I need a place to grow them. That's one thing. I need a way to harvest them. That's another one. I wanted a way to process the logs before they went into storage, and so I ended up combining those things into one big delivery system that I thought looked really cool. That's 3. Obviously, all of this stuff needs power, and so that's where the furnace engine comes in, which is actually 3 different things. There's the engine itself. There is an input filter that occasionally takes logs from the conveyor belt and adds them to the furnace, and then down below is a kind of self-refueling thing that kind of takes the charcoal that's made and puts it back into the furnace. By breaking it down into a bunch of small pieces, I was able to just tackle one thing at a time, piece it together bit by bit till eventually it came together, and it was so much easier that way. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very excited. At the start of this video, I said that I had bitten off more than I could chew and underestimated how long this would take to finish. And even now, I'm still thinking that. I'm close, but there's so many things that still need to be done. Just because of the mod, which is beautiful. I love these textures and the way it really changes the way you build. Like, look at this. There's states. There's like multiple states for so many blocks. Because of all of that, you just get carried away with the details. And like, I've done a lot of the interior, but there's still so much I want to do. Like, I want to add some more packets of wood. I've kind of like added these tables with the different wood types after they've been processed. 3 days since the last accident because this place is dangerous. We got saws spinning. It's dangerous. These things hurt you. Unlike the regular stone cutter in Minecraft, these saws will actually take a chunk of flesh out of you. So, is it ready to go? I think so. I've gone ahead and set everything up. I want to just quickly power it up to check that everything is spinning the right direction. So far, it looks good. This all looks good. This one here is going backwards. Why is that going backwards? Under here is a little bit crazy. I did my best. I still need to figure out how I'm going to clean it all up. Now, I can't remember. I think it was the second one that was going the wrong way. So maybe I need to... let's see. Let's get it powered up again. Okay. That should fix it. Very good. Everything has stopped, but everything should be working now, which means it's probably safe to turn this thing on. Actually, it's not finished. 1 second. Even though I'm only cutting oak at the moment, I just want to make sure that all my filters are set correctly so that, you know, there's going to be random items coming down here like apples and sticks. I just want to make sure that they all go into the waste chest here at the end, which is incomplete, but we'll get to that another time. All right, no pressure, no pressure. This thing, once I press this button, this is away. We're cutting down trees. Maybe let's just test on the first two rows of oak trees. That should be enough. Once this is set, it should just go forever. Let's see. Okay. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. We're away. It's cutting. It's amazing. We're coming back around. Things good. I should double check that these aren't engaged. So it's doing the second row now. That's good. Ooh. Okay, everything has been cut down. That is crazy. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Please offload correctly. It is offloading. Here come the logs, the saplings. That is so many saplings. Now, when it gets here, this is... Maybe I should speed this up a little bit. That's kind of slow. But we should see these little belts move. There we go. Some logs have been offloaded. Oak is being filtered down here. I need to stop this right now. And that's because I have forgotten to set these filters. Man, good thing I caught that now rather than later. That would have gone so bad. I think I'm feeling confident enough to turn it back on again. Everything's... All right, come on. This time it works, please. We've got things going through. Yes, I think everything's going the right way. Okay, let's throw these logs back on the track. There we go. So we've got all our logs coming through now. Going through the filters. I can change these to whatever I want. Finally, yes! Oh, it's working. And it's working great. Okay. That is so cool. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So when I was researching on how these old sawmills worked, I read somewhere that they had these silos for sawdust just kind of attached to the side of the building that would kind of filter out all of the sawdust and yeah, keep the air clean, keep the dust out. So I added one off the back here and I haven't actually tested it, but this is where all the extra stuff comes up, like the sticks and the saplings, fruit, the apples. They should go up there and then come down through the chute into this barrel. I also added an interior to this kind of office area. So we've got the main entrance, like the foreman's desk. He's doing his accounts, making sure all the exports are going well. And then like a little sitting area, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's fire this off. Make sure it's all working. All right, let's see if this is going to work with all the different types of wood. We got oak coming in. There should be a ton of oak. There's some acacia. More acacia, some saplings, sticks, apples. That's all coming in. There's the logs filtering out to the furnace. Oak is being filtered through the processor. Acacia's coming through now. Nice. Nice. And then all of the extra stuff's getting shot out the back. And spruce comes through. Perfect. Now, if this is working, we should see a bunch of stuff just... This is cool. It's like just dropping out the bottom there. And that's going into this barrel. Filling up. So there's something that needs fixing. It seems like a little bit of oak wood is slipping through somewhere. I don't know how, but I guess I'll figure that one out. Nice. Alright, I think that is going to be about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's still so much to do, but now that we have that, now that we have a wood mill operational, we can really, I guess the wood age is finally starting. This is kind of like day one almost of the wood age. And I just want to leave you guys with a bit of a view, because when we came out here in the first episode of this season, I talked about making a whole western town. And that is over this hill. It's actually a little bit further. I think we're getting close now. It should just be over here. Yeah, here it is. This right here was the spot that I picked out. I thought it looked really cool. It's this huge open area. We've got massive hills on this side. This direction kind of goes over to like a mesa area. But just imagine, just for a second, just imagine a full thriving western town out here. I'm so excited. It's going to take me so long. But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.